At Ally Bank, no branches equals great rates. It's a fact. Kind of like mute buttons equal danger.
Does that sound good?
Not being on this phone call sounds good.
It's not muted. What does that mean, Jason?
It was different. Could have been Bradley.
Cheez-It grooves are the best of both worlds, like a Cheez-It and a chip.
Oh, you just put them together.
Yes.
Closer. Closer. They're kissing.
We take time for our cheese to mature in our crispy Cheez-It grooves.
Bring us your aching and sleep deprived. Bring us those who want to feel well rested. Believe PM, the only one to combine a safe sleep plus the 12-hour pain-relieving strength of Aleve. Be a morning person again with Aleve PM.
Saturday at 6, South Carolina, Georgia, then at 9:15, Ole Miss, Alabama, on ESPN.
The Cowboys were hopeful Dez Bryant would be back in 4 to 6 weeks with a broken bone in his right foot. It's actually a Jones fracture he suffered against the Giants Sunday. Dez underwent surgery Monday, but according to ours, Dr. Mark Addick, that might be a bit optimistic. Here he is.
When treating the fifth metatarsal with a screw, this is the same bone that Kevin Durant broke, and you saw what's gone on with him as he's tried to return sooner. So in the studies, you're looking at 4 weeks to 18 weeks recovery, a huge range. But what you have to do is let the bone heal. So they're going to take it slow with Dez Bryant. I would expect more like an 8 to 12 week window for him to return, closer actually to the 12-week. Make sure this bone is healed and then he doesn't go through a Kevin Durant type rehab process.
Oh boy, so Dez tweeted this yesterday. I will keep the Dallas Cowboys fans updated, so don't listen to all the craziness. Surgery went great. I can't wait to get back. Skip? You concerned?
Stephen A., I want to be very serious about this. We go back and forth about my Dallas Cowboys. You accuse me so many times of being over-emotional about my Dallas Cowboys, and I admit it, I am. I cannot tell you, I'm not exaggerating, how happy I was at the final gun the other night. As regular season victories go, for Tony Romo to do the near impossible to you and your New York Football Giants made me exceedingly happy, because I just assumed that Dez had some minor foot thing going on and he'd be okay for Philly, I thought. And now I've gone from happy, and I'm serious about this, to queasy. I am very queasy after I listened to our ESPN expert, that doctor, lots of doctors talking about this. I'm now having to deal with the specter, speaking of the upcoming James Bond movie, but the specter of my man Dez Bryant being gone for the entire football season. When we talk about what Kevin Durant went through with the same injury, this Jones fracture, it's such a small bone. It's the bone connecting the little toe to the foot, and yet it is so re-breakable that even if Dez hurries back, because he loves his football, loves the Cowboys, and he's going to fight back as fast and hard as he can, that little bone might not be able to support Dez's emotion, his commitment to his Dallas Cowboys. And it could re-break quickly, and he could be gone for the season. So they're going to have to try to restrain the runaway train that can be Dez Bryant. And it really scares me, because, remember, speaking of Jones fracture, you might want to call this the Jerry Jones fracture, because this team decided during the preseason, because Dez had a little hamstring issue, to just not play him at all. And so now I have to wonder, Who knows why these things happen? But was it because Dez just wasn't really in game shape at all? Was he enough at full speed to be able to cope with just running a pretty simple crossing route in the fourth quarter of a game opening night against the Giants? I don't know. It's freakish. It's flukish, like those 3 Giants turnovers were. And so my happiness has turned to queasiness because I don't know. The more I read and the more I hear, this sounds much worse than what I thought it was going to be. So, no Dez, no hope. Seriously, I think there's no way this team, again, I predicted this team to go to the Super Bowl, and clearly, I think we all will agree, if Dez Bryant cannot play, they cannot get to the Super Bowl. I'm not even sure they can get to the playoffs.
Them push-ups mean no.
Skip, Stephen A. can't hear us.
Well, here's the deal.
You okay, Stephen A.?
I barely hear. I heard some nuggets was going in and out. But I did hear you say you talked about Dez Bryant. You had some concern, about what his off-season condition and what kind of shape he was in. I don't think that has anything to do with it. A broken foot is a broken foot. It can happen to anybody. It happened to Kevin Durant, and I can promise you, he wasn't out of shape. If you break your foot, you break your foot. You broke a bone in your foot. What do you do? My argument with Dez Bryant is that, everybody's talking about all the craziness. I'll keep y'all informed. Dez Bryant, you're not an orthopedic surgeon. You're not a foot doctor. You're not a doctor. Whatever. You don't know. So you're going to know what they tell you, just like we'll know everything that's being said. Time will tell. But in the end, it comes down to this. I don't blame you, Skip, for being concerned at all. Because the Dallas Cowboys, I didn't think they were going to the Super Bowl anyway. You know that. They're definitely not going there without Dez Bryant. We all understand that. We respect Cole Beasley. We respect Terrence Williams. We know what Jason Witten can do. He's a future Hall of Famer. And Tony Romo is no scrub. He's a big-time quarterback. He just has moments where he doesn't appear to be big-time. But I understand in your eyes, that's the past. We move forward. And certainly that wouldn't happen to Tony Romo now. We'll see. In the end, it's not just Dez Bryant. It's McClain. It's Randy Gregory. He's out now. It's Hardy that's out for the first 4 games. It's Gambit that's out for the season. A lot of injuries have been taking place with the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody ain't out of shape. So it's
just a start.
It's just bad luck for
Calisthenics. Body weight all day. Something new, something different. Let's get it.